Thank you for waking up on Morning at NTV, wherever you're watching us from, either online or from the comfort of your home. This is Morning at NTV, Stephen in midday here on the ground. On 19th of April, Honorable Francis Zaake, the MP for Mityana Municipality, was arrested by the police and other security agencies and was then driven to Mityana Police Station, and then later on he was driven to Chireka Special Investigations Unit. And after then, he was taken to the Ilan, Uganda hospital that is in Naguru, and then he was also taken to Lubaga Hospital where he got treatment, allegedly following the torture and the mistreatment that he got during the detention. But now I'm at Nalumunye at his home to understand his recovery process and some other issues. For now, let me first of all greet Honorable Francis Zaake, and he'll let me know how he's feeling now. Good morning, Honorable.
Good morning to you.
How are you feeling now?
I must say that from the time I left the hospital a month ago, I'm now feeling much better. I'm actually stronger than I was the other time. And I must tell you that when I left the hospital, still have been receiving treatment from here. Different physicians have always been coming at least 3 days in a week. And being a month, I think those are around 12 times that they have come here. And I've been really responding well to treatment. And I've been advised by doctors that it will be much better that I do the physiotherapy sessions, of course with them, and I've been doing so. And of late I've been learn how to walk again with my crutches they gave to me. And I'm really doing better now, though of course I'm having some difficulties. I'm not very stable, but I think very soon I'll be hitting the ground.
Okay, just tell me, from the time you left hospital, or even during the detention and hospital, and now that you are home, this is a lockdown. Yes, you're recovering slowly. I also want to understand, what don't we know that has been going on in your life?
First and foremost, I can assure you that my health has really improved to the extent that the other time I could not see, like I had breast damage the other time. I could only feel here, but I was unable to see. But because of these glasses I was given to, I was able to control the amount of light which comes to my eyes, and that is according to the physicians, the optician of the eyes. My eyes were able to regulate that kind of light, and I'm now able to open the eyes, and I can now see. And what has happened from that time, of course, the disturbances of the CID officers, and yet for me to have recovered as a torture victim, to have a total recovery, I must be taken away from the problem. And these people keep on disturbing, first of all, my family, my relatives.
I thought the police officers come to you just to gather more information, because yes, you reported the case, and then they are saying that before they proceed with the prosecution, they are still gathering some more information. I thought that is what they are doing now.
Yeah, you know, Stephen, the most important thing here is life. Because there's no case which can go on whereby you are not fine. You know what they tried to do the other time. So, these people have been trying to come, and this has always been giving me, of course, panic attacks. As you know, I've not yet recovered fully. They have been trying to force themselves inside my premises. So whenever I hear about such information, I even think like as if they're at this gate, and they did that from Mitiana at my home.
Police gave information to the Ministry of Internal Affairs, their bosses, that you, actually, Honorable Zaake Butebi, you banged yourself on the vehicle and you inflicted harm on yourself. How was that possible, Honorable?
My friend, Mr. Mvida, you can imagine of a situation that the same people of the CID officers who came to my hospital bed and forced a statement from me, from the advice of my lawyers, I really accepted. But to my disappointment, of course I cannot get disappointed by them speaking about different things like you've said. But my disappointment was about altering what I said, changing my statement, and given to the Minister of Internal Affairs and presented something different in Parliament. And even they refused to expand it from the, from the Parliament. They refused to even debate it and all that. So you can imagine that the same people coming up to say they are going to investigate on something they've already judged me. You can imagine that they are going to investigate and put up a case, as you all heard yesterday, what they said. So to me, I believe that that is all mockery. They are mocking me. So, and they're just not wanting me to heal, because they know whenever I hear that, it cannot really make me veil.
Honorable, yesterday, if you were watching the NTV News, the DPP, the new DPP, Jane Francis Abodo, was committing that there will be fairness when you're taken to court. There will be fairness. He was given commitment. How did you receive her commitment?
I must tell you that I put up a case. I'm only waiting to have a hearing date. Because of COVID-19, I've not been given that date, but I'm very sure it may come.
You have confidence that
it may come. It may come. I put up a case myself through my lawyers. Yeah, as you know, the Honorable Segona, the Honorable Basarira, the Honorable Muir promised on my behalf that they will put up a case, and through Mugisha and Kiza advocates, we were able to file a case. And I do not want to really vitiate that case.
We have institutions like Uganda Human Rights Commission, we have agencies and civil society like SCTV, the one that are dealing against torture, fighting for the justice. Have they come to you, or have you logged the complaint before them?
Actually, yeah, they have come to me, and they come here once a week from the time I've been here, for, of course, counseling sessions of how I can overcome. As you know, torture victims, there is what we pass through. It's more of the physical torture. There is what we go through, a lot, which is really
what has been the
well
cost
with me.
What has been the cost of this experience that you're going through from 19th up to today? The psychological, the financial, and all otherwise. What has been the cost on your health, and what have you learned from this?
Well, the cost of torture has really been high. And first and foremost, psychologically, as I've told you, in the healing process of a torture victim, you must take away the patient from the problem, as I was advised by my doctors. And with this, I must at least thank the doctor, my personal doctor, and that is from Luaga Hospital. Dr. Sechtoreko really has done something good to my life, to give me a third life, plus all the medical workers of that hospital. And in this process, psychologically, these people have been, as I've told you, they have been disturbing me. And this has always been coming back to me in my memory, and having those, those
recurrent experiences.
Yeah, those bad dreams about what is happening, and those bangs, they can really
keep coming back.
And
do you regret?
This affects my breathing, just like the other day when I was leaving Chirudo Hospital, I really don't even understand. I didn't even really understand what happened to me in the morning, whereby I got off. So psychologically, it has not been easy to overcome this. You know, even just sharing my pride, it is something not easy to do.
Inflicts pain on you.
And remember, this is my third time. It happened to me in Parliament, it happened to me in Arua, now it has happened to me this time. So I think still financially, it has been a very big cost. I've been spending medically, right away from the Torch of Parliament, Arua, all that has been my cost up to this time. I'm paying for myself, and whenever I'm illegally arrested, detained illegally, there's a lot I miss out to do, because as family we have businesses, some other business apart from politics, but all that cannot be done, and everything because of what is done to me. So also the cost of torture also about my family. Really, my family has been affected so much, especially to do with my friends, my relatives, especially my children, and at a great extent, also my wife.
With this cost on your family, on your business, on your constituency, the people of Mityana are not able to see you. Do you regret the act of distributing food to the people of Mityana? Because police says you were acting out of law. You disobeyed lawful orders.
Yeah, Stephen, this is really something Ugandans must understand, that the situation we are going through of COVID-19 is more of a mockery, according to me, because in a situation we are in right now, what I passed through myself as zaake, you will have the different ministers and the NRM cadres and my colleagues, some other colleagues from the NRM. They have been gathering people, and they have been giving out food. Even within my constituency, Mityana, they have been doing the same. I've been told by my structures I have in Mityana, my coordinators, they have been doing that. And they are not arrested, they're not even warned by police. Not
so
even
what could
the
be
army.
Behind this?
But to me, a one zaake comes up, I buy my foodstuffs, give to the different borders, they give out this food door to door without even gathering people, without even really in any way to affect the public health regulations. In any way, they did not even really affect the public health regulations. But for me, I'm God. I'm arrested illegally, detained illegally, and tortured. So, to me, I feel that that time I was giving to my neighbors, and I was having a plan to give out to the whole constituency and plus other areas. As being a people power leader, I always want to always care about my people, even in some other different places, not only Mityana. But now, if I really get the opportunity again, and I've received a total recovery, as I've told you, I'm hitting the road again very soon, I can do the same. I can do the same because I didn't really compromise the public health regulations.
Honorable, you've talked about people power. You are the National Youth Coordinator for People Power, but what is happening within the opposition, People Power Formation, FDC, DP, whatever, people are wondering, there are more attacks within the opposition than what is happening elsewhere. Isn't this the time that you organize all your forces of change at this particular point? Because we have less than 6 months to election. Just briefly as we go back to the studio.
Yeah, earlier this year, I remember I reached out to, as you can all remember, I reached out to the different youth platforms within the political parties. Being the youth leader in People Power, I was able to reach them out, and we even come up with a press conference in the leaders of opposition's office at Parliament. We really talked about this, and I must be happy to tell you that at least I was able to tell these youth leaders that we reach out to our different principles in our different political formations. Recently, I was happy to hear about my principal. He told me when he came to visit me right here, that he has been really reaching out to the different political formations through their principles, and he was able to meet Dr. Kizabesije, was able to meet
seconds asatu zokazoka abantu bebusa bulongo nimityana yonna bagala okula mu lulimi lwasinga okutegeera babuulye mu Luganda owulira otya kubanga basinga benyumiriza nnyo mu lulimi Oluganda owulira otya kati nga tumaliza nga tudde mu studio katikati
newulira buko bulungiko okusinziira ku mbeera gye nava mu luli eri era abantu bange ab'emityana mwina okukimanya nti bamisinga nnyo bamisingira ddala naye essaawa yonna yonna ngenda kubanga nziramu okudda ku kkubo kudda ku bbala ate ndabe nga nziramu okulaba nga mbalabako nga mbabongako ate tuddemu okukola ebintu byaffe bulungi nnyo mwebale nnyo okunsabira thanks for praying for me because kati eno temusobola kutuukayo olw'okuba kati eno basobola gye basobola okulaba nga baaccessinga okuba nga bantuusako obujjanjabi obw'enjawulo naye mwebale kunsabira manyi kino tuli mu kiyitamu ffenna it is a really a very hard situation twandibadde tusobola okuba nga tuyita mu mbeera eno ffenna nga bulijjo bwe tukola naye kati tusobola kyemanyi nti mu mbeera ejjako maaso tujja kuba tukikola naye ate nsinga nnyo okusabira eggwanga lyange tusobe nga tulayitamu ekintu kino n'okuwoninga bannange abantu abapoliisi bannange ebintu byemukola bibi nnyo yati abapoliisi wamu n'abamagye ebintu byemukola bikyamu nnyo bannange mweddeko bina ebintu kati nze binkyaya ngezaako nnyo okulaba nga sibakyawa naye kubanga muli baganda bange naye bino bikyaya ate bannayuganda bonna bana abakyawa ekijja okukolebwa tekijja kuba kirungi.
Thank you so much. Honorable Francis Zaake Butebi is the Member of Parliament from Mityana Municipality and is also the National Youth Coordinator for the People Power Formation. This is Morning at 10 TV. Steven Bide, I'll be back next time at least to understand more how about your recovery process.
Thank you for hosting me.
This is Morning at 10 TV. Taking you back to Romeo Busiku, who is there in the studio. Keep it here.